Right now at 5:30, a new video coming in overnight showing FBI and DEA agents on patrol in Georgetown. There are just some of the hundreds of federal law enforcement officers that have been positioned in D.C. in response to President Trump's crime crackdown. Thanks for being with us this Wednesday morning. I'm Adriana Hopkins.
And I'm Melanie Hastings in for Adam Longo. A White House official says since the federal takeover of D.C., police on Monday, the 60 arrests have been made so far.
Well, that includes arrests for murder, drugs, gun offenses, stalking, DUI, and others.
And hundreds of members of the National Guard are also deploying to D.C. This is video of some troops near the Washington Monument last night. Their mission is to support local and federal officers as President Trump takes aim at what he calls out-of-control crime in D.C.
Well, 7 News' John Gonzalez is live at the D.C. Armory, where about 100 National Guardsmen filled out the necessary paperwork ahead of their local mission.
That's right, Adriana. Good morning. And staffers here at the D.C. Armory tell me that they are expecting very long days with a lot of overtime, similar to what they saw back in 2021 when the J6 Capitol breach happened. More than 25,000 D.C. National Guard soldiers were activated to secure the Capitol. Well, this time around, 800 of these soldiers have been deployed here locally, and many of them started arriving yesterday while our cameras were rolling. The Guard and federal agents are part of this rare mobilization, and Mayor Muriel Bowser says she wants to make the most of it. She sat down Tuesday with U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's now leading this public safety effort here in the district.
There are opportunities for us to build upon our community engagement with our federal partners who work with us every day, and this is the time for us to do that.
What I'm focused on is the federal surge and how to make the most of the additional officer support that we have.
Now, Pam Bondi did not go on camera yesterday, but did say in a statement that she found the meeting to be productive and pledging close collaboration with D.C. officials. However, there's already plenty of opposition. The group Move On says more than 29,000 people, residents here in the district, have already signed a petition calling on Congress to stop what they call a militarized takeover here in the nation's capital. Reporting live, John Gonzalez, 7 News.
Now, we've been telling you crime is down in D.C., specifically violent crime, which is down 26% compared to the same time last year. But for many, crime is still top of mind. U.S. Attorney for D.C., Jeanine Pirro, is pushing back on the reports that crime is down. She references data showing 23 teenagers were shot and killed in D.C. last year, and 16 have been shot and killed this year.
You tell these families crime has dropped. You tell the mother of the intern who was shot going out from McDonald's near the Washington Convention Center, oh, crime is down. You tell the kid who was just beat the hell and back with a severe concussion and a broken nose, crime is down. No, that falls on deaf ears, and my ears are deaf to that.
Well, Pirro argues D.C. still has a high violent crime rate, even if it's declined from record highs. She blames so-called soft-on-crime policies like no cash bail, youth rehabilitation and probation programs, record sealing, and family court programs. Advocates for juvenile intervention argue there needs to be more of a focus on why kids commit crimes than on their punishment. Of course, stay with 7 News as we continue to follow the federal takeover of D.C. police and the deployment of the National Guard. We have more insight into how this operation works and what D.C. police officers are saying about it. You can find that on our homepage.